Promoting creativity, helping kids tell their own stories, and having a great time. That's what Young Storytellers is all about, and that's today's BFD. If you were here yesterday with us, you saw the awesome interview that I had with Ben McKenzie. Well, today, we're lucky enough to be interviewing Bill Thompson, who is the Executive Director over at Young Storytellers Foundation. Hi, Bill. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Now, for those people who aren't familiar with Young Storytellers, can you kind of elaborate a little bit more on what you guys do?
Sure. So we have many different programs, but our core program is the Script to Stage program. So we take 10 entertainment professionals, we match them up with 10 fifth grade students. They work for an hour a week over their lunch break, and the mentors work with the students and help the students create their own original short script. And then we bring professional actors in from film and television to act out all of their stories at an in-school performance called The Big Show. And at The Big Show, the kids are the stars. It's not the actors who are the stars. The kids are the ones who walk down the red carpet. They've got the VIP badges on. The actors audition for them. They cast the actors. It's all about them. And every word, every idea, everything in that story is theirs. They wrote it. The mentor's just there to help them, to help guide them and give them confidence.
Do you have any good stories of some of your favorite scripts?
There was a script this year that I thought was amazing called Beatles Forever, and it was about Stevie Wonder flying to England and stealing one of the Beatles stories, and the Beatles having to go and tell him he couldn't have it, and there's a sing-off. They have a music competition, there's a sing-off.
Sure.
The kid who wrote that was amazing. He's a huge Beatles fan, which is hilarious for a fifth grader. But
right.
He showed up to his big show and he was covered in Beatles buttons. He had John Lennon and Ringo, and it was unbelievable. It was absolutely adorable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So have you guys considered taking this and taking the big show and moving it to a web format like YouTube?
We have 10,000 stories since the foundation has started.
Sure.
And I think one of the things that we find is so many of these stories are universal. Even though they're the story of one person, they deal with dreams and aspirations that we all have. And so I feel like the opportunity to distribute their stories and get them out so that the entire world can hear them, it serves two purposes. It gives our students who don't have a voice in their community the largest platform they could possibly have, but it also touches the listener and it touches the viewer and it allows them to relate. And who knew that someone in Kansas might be able to relate to an inner city school kid in Los Angeles?
Are there any stories that have come up about how their stories have affected adults or maybe say their parents or mentors?
We always like to say at Young Storytellers that every mentor ends up with the mentee or the young storyteller that they're supposed to end up with. And right now I'm running a session and one of my mentors, his father's dying. And his mentee, completely unrelated, his mentee is writing an entire story about the fact that his father has died and he has to go through all of these things to make his father proud. Okay. And his mentor came up to me and was like, I don't know how this is happening. We've never talked about the fact that my dad is in a hospital dying right now, but he's writing the story that I would write for my father.
Wow.
And that's amazing.
Now, for the people who are in LA, in the New York area, what's the best way for them to get involved?
It's easy. Go to our website, www.youngstorytellers.com. If you want to mentor, you click the mentor button, and if you want to act, you click the act button, and if you're rich and you want to give us money, you click the give button.
Right.
That's it.
Now, say there's someone in Chicago who hears about this and is like, I want this here.
Right.
How can they go about starting that?
Create something yourself. Don't wait for Young Storytellers to come to Chicago. Get a group of friends, decide what your resources are, what are your skills, what could you provide to the public school system, and create a program. And go in and get a principal to say yes and do it, rather than wait for us to show up. And
take that initiative.
That's right. That's right.
Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
It was a great pleasure. And thank you so much for everything that you do for Young Storytellers.
Thank you.
Visit youngstorytellers.com to learn how you can become a mentor or even perform for kids in your community. I had an awesome interview with Bill, but can't fit it all in one episode. So if you want to see the full thing, click the link in the description below. For BFD, I'm Marisha Ray, and don't forget to subscribe.